What's going on YouTube? Redza here, back again with another video. This time we're going to have a look into the best settings for Streamlabs OBS with the likes of a low-end PC. And we're going to be streaming in 720p 60 FPS, so stay tuned to get the best settings. So what's going on? So basically we're going to dive into this video fairly quick. I know my last video was a little bit long. That was for 1080p 60 FPS. If any of you have a high-end gaming PC or any PC for that matter that's high-end, by all means definitely look at that. I'll give a link in the description if you do have a faster PC, but this is going to be mainly for the likes of low-end to medium-end PCs. So starting off, we're going to load Streamlabs OBS. From there, once that loads, it's going to come up here like this. Of course, you'll have your different overlays. This is just a basic overlay that I have, a basic theme pack, or so called. Obviously, you have your display capture. Display capture, of course, is only for the likes of your monitor what it displays. So it's not really recommended for if you're using it for gaming, simply because it just if you're constantly backing out and tabbing out of the game, it's going to actually show on the recordings there itself, which you don't want. You want it always recording in that tab menu for the specific game. But other than that, we're getting sidetracked. So you're looking to get the best streaming settings for 720p 60 FPS. That's the reason you clicked on this video. So we're going to dive into it now. So starting off, you're going to click into settings here on your left. You're going to see here multiple tabs. There's only really 3 or 4 main tabs you're going to need to worry about. You'll have your stream, which is your stream key and everything like that. Obviously this will be hidden. I don't have a stream here, so I don't have my stream key in, so I don't need to worry. But that's where you'll put your stream key in if you're using Twitch, Mixer, YouTube, whatever the case may be. And you can click the service here. It will actually show you all the different platforms that it supports. I normally would stream with the likes of Twitch or YouTube. But anyway, you're going to click into, starting off, you're going to click into video. And first of all, you're going to see base canvas resolution. So this is the resolution that your monitor supports. So mine supports 1440p. So with that being said, I'm going to keep that at 1440p. If you play on 1080p, you're going to click on 1080p, but as you can see here, it doesn't capture the full resolution from my monitor, as I said. So I'm going to knock that up to 1440p. Now output scale, scaled resolution, we're going to be going with 1280 multiplied by 720. So we're going to click on that. Now downscale filter, this really depends down to how well your PC can handle under pressure. So bilinear, this will be for the lowest of the low PCs. Of course, your video quality will come out at the end, but it will look blurry, especially if scaling. Now bicubic, this is for kind of like the likes of a mid-end PC that's going to be able to make your picture quality much more smoother, much more sharp, and everything like that. So 16 samples for if you're looking for the best picture quality on all your streams and everything like that. You're going to keep it at this. So sharpening, scaling, 32 samples, Lankzos. Okay, so click that. FPS values, straightforward, common FPS. Don't use anything else. Common FPS is the way forward here. Now, common FPS values we have here is frame rates. So we're going to be going for 60 FPS, getting the smoothest quality out there to your stream for online streaming, as well as recordings for that matter. So we're going to be going with 60 FPS. If you find that you're skipping frames or so, what you can do is you can lower it down from here. I wouldn't go anything lower than 30 FPS, simply because it won't look good at all. So stick around the likes of 60 to 48. If it is the case that you have to go to 48, try keep it at the likes of in around the 60 mark to get the best picture quality. Moving on there, you're going to click into output. Now most likely this is going to be set for any new users, it's going to be set on simple, and don't worry, it's nothing that you need to worry about. You're just going to click into advanced. I'll show you all the different options there itself, so you're not getting sidetracked So audio track starting off, well, of course you can see here we have 4 different tabs: streaming, recording, audio, and replay buffer. Starting off, we're going to click into the streaming. You're going to see audio track. You won't really need to worry too much about the likes of this, and this will just depend if you have multiple audios set up for your stream that you want to record individually. So don't worry about that. I normally just keep it at 1. If you want to add multiple tracks, I'm sure there's other people doing videos out there, but I'm not gonna dive into that. Now the encoder there itself, so software X264, so that's gonna be using my CPU. Now I have an Intel i9-9900K, so I'll have no problem in streaming at the likes of 1080p 60 FPS or even 1440p 60 FPS for that matter. But if you have, if your GPU is much more stronger than your CPU, you could go with the option of using your GPU. These settings won't matter, they're all going to be used exact same. So if you find that your GPU is much stronger, knock that down to either your AMD. So I use an AMD GPU, so if you wanted to use that, I could use that. Some of you may be using NVIDIA. You'll see NVENC or NVENC new for the newest software. Now bear in mind, I did find out there was a few problems going on with the likes of the NVENC new, so just give it a shot. If it doesn't work, just go with the NVENC. But I'm going to be using X264, so I'm going to be using my CPU. And make sure this box is ticked. So enforce streaming service encoder settings. So what this means, it's gonna Streamlabs OBS is gonna optimize your basically your stream quality to your hardware in your system. Okay, so make sure that is ticked just to give the best performance for your streams. Moving on, we have rate control. This is fairly straightforward. CBR, don't put it at anything else. It stands for constant bitrate. So basically constant bitrate that's being sent to your platform there itself. Now bitrate alone, I did go through this previously on how this works, but bitrate is kind of confusing, I suppose, for the likes of newcomers anyway. Bitrate, you want to make sure that this is in between the likes, especially with 720 to 60 FPS. You want to make sure that the quality is very good. If it depends down to your upload speed. So to find out exactly what your upload speed is, the best thing to do is go to your local default browser, type in speedtest.net, and you're going to come up with this page here, and this will connect to your local service station for your internet provider. So the closest one near to you. If not, you can change your server, and it will let you do that there itself, but it should be set to your closest server by default. And basically what you want to do is going to hit go, and from there it's going to load 3 different icons: ping, download, and upload. We're mainly focusing on upload. So as you can see, you have a ping of 6 ping, which is very good. Anyone that has anything over, let's say 50, well, it depends really. 50 for me would be a bit on the high side in games, but it's down to the connectivity of the service. Download speed, you won't need to worry about download. As I said, it's mainly upload that we're looking to do. So we'll wait for this to come through. As you can see here, upload has basically came through, let's say 29 megabytes. What we're looking for, if you're under 4 megs, there's no point in trying to stream online. It's going to be very hard for you to upload good quality on your stream, and the last thing you want to do is show a bad impression to your viewers. It's not going to be a good start. So anything from in around 8 to say 15 megs would be perfect for the likes of 720p 60 FPS. So what we're going to do, since we have our figure there, we're well over that mark. We can run the likes of 1080p 60 FPS or 1440p for that matter. So go back to your Streamlabs settings, go into your settings. As I said, if you are confused, bottom left hand side, and you will open settings. From there, okay, you're going to click into the streaming. Of course, as I said, bitrate. We're back to bitrate. You're going to make sure, depending now on what speed you are, what upload speed you have. So if you have an average speed of in around, 8 to 10 megs, you should be okay with the likes of say 4,500 there itself. But if you want to get the best quality out there to your streams, knock this to 6,000. Okay, that's going to give you the best quality at the moment for the likes of streaming online, and it is capped at 6,000. And for any of you that are partners or affiliates, this can go higher with the likes of Streamlabs OBS when you're partnered and everything like that. But 6,000 is going to have an effect on your viewers. So obviously the higher the bitrate, the more harder it is for your viewers that have bad internet to look at your content. So it's going to buffer. So that's one thing that you have to take into consideration, is on what your audience is going to be, you know, where they're going to be based, and what their speeds are going to be like. So you have to think of the viewers as well as yourself. Even though you could be streaming in, you know, the highest, the best quality, are viewers able to watch your stream? You know, that's the question you need to ask yourself. Keyframe intervals, we're going to keep this at 1. If you play FPS games, so shooter games, sharp shooter games, whatever the case may be, keep that at 1. If it is the case that you're playing slow games, the likes of, you know, Dota 2, any slow paced games, knock it there to 1. It's going to have a huge difference. I play fast paced shooter games, so I always keep that at 1. CPU usage, this will depend, of course, down to your CPU, on what it is that you're using. Of course, if you're using your GPU, it will also say GPU usage, or preset. So what you're going to want to start off is, if you have a low end PC, you're going to want to start off at ultra fast and work your way up from there. And how you know where your CPU is kind of in a good spot. For example, if I was to go and hit record there on medium, okay, which I'm not going to do now, but there's no need, but it will actually show you down the bottom here your actual percentage of what your CPU is using. So you're looking for in around the likes of 30 to 50%. You could go a little bit higher depending, but in around say 25 to 50% of your CPU. Now, profile, this could be set down to none. I to be honest, it's not going to have a huge effect. Obviously, you're going to want to keep it at main. Main would be the best. High, it's not going to make too much of a difference. Just going to put more of a strain on your CPU, and not give a huge difference in quality. So keep that at main, and there should be no problems at all. With that being said, recordings, you have your recordings tab. This, you can use the exact same presets for your streaming and recording if you want to use it in 720p 60 FPS for recording. Now just bear in mind, if you're streaming and recording at the same time and you have a low end PC, that's something you may want to consider there, because it's going to have a huge effect on your CPU. Your CPU will be hit. So when you're thinking of streaming and you're saying you're only using say 30 to 40% of your CPU, there's going to be a huge difference with the likes of running both of them. So what you want to do is just keep it with the 1 for the meantime, and if it is the case that you want to upgrade to a newer high-end PC, by all means then you can stream and record at the same time. But audio, I don't touch audio, any of these settings. They're all set by default. I don't use them. It's just I never bothered. Replay buffer, I have it at 20. It's been set as default. It's most likely set the same for you. We can go into the audio tab here on the left. You can see sample rate there, 44.1. I have it on stereo there itself. We can have, this is where I was mentioning to you about the different audio settings. If you're using multiple audio devices and you want to record a separate one, by all means you can use that and change it from output audio track. So it's fairly straightforward, but we don't use multiple audios. I have it just capped for my Yeti Blue microphone there. Now of course all these settings are changed. If it was the case that I wanted to pick one, it could be a speaker's Yeti microphone, and we'll see it here there itself. When I have it down, it's actually under as mic or auxiliary, so I won't actually need to use that because it's just labeled already. But other than that, that is mainly it. Of course, advanced, you do have advanced options. Process priority, you want to make sure this is at least above normal. If you can run faster, go to high. But as I said, just keep watching that CPU, and you can test, as I said, you can test your stream in recordings. So if you record, you'll be able to see if it's buffering or if it's skipping frames, and it will tell you down the bottom here if it's skipping any frames or anything like that that's holding you back. So it will let you know. Streamlabs is a very good software for the likes of this. A lot of people use it, so it will tell you a lot. And it is very easy to use. But other than that, that is mainly it, guys. So if you found this video helpful, by all means leave a like, and also if you found the video helpful and informative, leave a comment down the subscription. Let me know what you think of the video. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the bell icon there to stay notified of all my latest videos, just to keep you up to date. Other than that, I'm going to keep it fairly short, so peace. Thanks for watching.